Well, hello, and welcome to another ministry moment. I am Pam, and I just have this ministry moment that I want to share with you. So, thank you again for joining me for this moment that I have to share with you. On this evening, I want to talk about pieces. And not Reese's Pieces, I don't like it anyway, but pieces. So as I was sitting here today, I began to reflect on some things that helped me to relax and to take my mind off of all the troubles of this world and all the things that we go through, all the things that I go through. I was thinking about what I do to change my outlook on things, or just to detach from the world. You know, sometimes we have to detach from the world. So I was thinking about those things. And one of the things that I enjoy doing to detach, to not think, to not be focused on all the things that I have going on in my life, like some of you may have, I put puzzles together. Now, let me preference this. When I say put puzzles together, I'm not one of them people that go get 1,000-piece puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle. I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree and I'm going to find one of them kids puzzles with 50. I might do 75 pieces, but that would be all that I'm going to do. But I go and I buy those little small pieces, those small puzzles that the kids put together. And I buy those because number one, it's not going to take me all day to do it. That's the first thing. And number two, I don't want to have to think too hard because the idea is not to think, right? So that's what I'm trying to do, not to think. So therefore, as little thinking as I have to do, and that's what I want to do. And so the Lord shared with me about the pieces. And so when we think about pieces, we think about something that used to be a part of a whole. And what has happened either it's torn away or it's broken, but some kind of way it's no longer a whole. So it's in pieces. So it's been broken, it's been torn away, something that creates pieces. And so when he shared that with me and he brought that to my mind, I thought about how in life we find ourselves in situations, circumstances, things in our lives that has caused pieces. And usually it's going to be pieces of our heart. Sometimes it's got all of it's attached to your heart. So when you have low self-esteem, those are some pieces for whatever reason. I have them, this low self-esteem because somebody has said something. And so there's a piece to that. I might have depression, and that depression is something, again, a spirit, but it's a reason for it's there. So that's another piece. And if I think about it, all these little things that I have going on are tied to my heart, number one, but they're a piece. And oftentimes what happens is when people are broken, there are pieces. And what happens is lots of people, if you're broken as a child, you just grow up as a broken person. If you get broken in your adult life, unless you gather those pieces, put them in the hands of the Father so that he can put the pieces back together again, you're going to be an adult with a bunch of pieces. And so I just wanted to share today that if you have pieces, all you have to do is give them to God. In Psalms 30:2, it talks about, I cried unto the Lord and he heard me and he healed me. And that's what God does when he takes every piece and he puts it back together. He takes those pieces and he puts them where they belong. So now you have a whole. When you think about the puzzle, on the box, I have an image of what the puzzle is supposed to look like. It's a clear, smooth image. There's no brokenness in it. There's nothing that makes it look like a puzzle. It's a clear picture of what it's supposed to be. But in the box, when I open up the box, God, I have all these broken pieces. On the outside, I might show you the entire look of what I'm supposed to be. I might be smiling. I might have this pep in my step. I might be laughing. I might appear to be whole. But when you open me up, what you have is pieces. And so what happens though with a puzzle, I take those pieces out, I set them aside, I then look at the box, and most of us will sit the box up and be like, let me see what it's supposed to look like. And then we begin to put the puzzle together based on what the picture says that it's supposed to look like. And so God already knows what you're supposed to look like. And so therefore, when you give him all the pieces, all they got to do is put those pieces back together so that now what used to be broken is now whole. So I just wanted to encourage you tonight on this ministry moment to give God your pieces. Whatever those pieces are, however many pieces you have, God's not like me. He don't limit you to 75. That's me. That's Pam. But God don't care how many pieces you got. All he's asking you to do is trust him with the pieces. And if you trust him with the pieces, he's guaranteed to put you back together again, that you look whole again, because that is his desire. So thank you again for joining me for this ministry moment. That's your ministry moment for tonight. That you might have pieces, but God, he can take those pieces and make you whole again. So again, I thank you all so much for joining me for Ministry Moments. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. Go ahead and click share if this helped you. Even if it didn't help you, it might just help somebody else. So share it anyway. Somebody else may be able to benefit from knowing that God can put all the pieces together. So again, thank you so much for joining me for this ministry moment, and I'll talk to you again next time for another ministry moment. Have a blessed day.